Okay, so this video will feature some cringiness from AMD and Nvidia. I don't know what they are smoking these days, but it seems like both of them have lost their minds. Also, I will be talking about where Intel is at right now with their ARC graphics cards. So do me a favor and watch the video till the end. You might already know how AMD's RX 6500 XT has performed. The guess was right, it is indeed the worst graphics card of this decade, and I believe that it is worse than the GT 1030 DDR4 version. While it was previously thought that it is going to compete with the RTX 3050 from Nvidia and Intel's Arc A380, or in other words, it was supposed to be somewhere around the GTX 1660, but it has successfully beaten only the GTX 1050. Worse, it gets beaten by the older RX 5500 XT, which is shameful, and it honestly made me think what made AMD create this piece of shit. And now that AMD has already fired the bullet, it knows that it can't take it back. KitGuru reports that AMD has quietly removed the 4GB is not for today's games blog post, as the 6500 XT comes with 4GB of VRAM. So the question is, why did AMD create it like this and made it utilize only 4 PCI 4.0 lanes? Why not make it utilize all of its good specs and VRAM properly? And the worst part is that the official pricing is $200, which makes no sense at all. And while it is selling for around $400 currently online, the Xbox One X is cheaper than this and much more powerful. So I would recommend anyone who wants to play games, just buy the Xbox One S and forget the scrap metal. And now it's turn for Nvidia. If you think that all is well with the green team, then sadly it is doing more bizarre stuff that you won't believe. The RTX 3050 is set to launch on 27 January with a price tag of $249 US. And before that, Nvidia has already updated the RTX 3050 page by adding a benchmark comparison, and here we go. Nvidia compared the RTX 3050 to the GTX 1050 and 1650 with RTX on. As you already know that 1650 and 1050 don't support ray tracing, they naturally can't run a game with ray tracing on, and hence Nvidia got this amazing result of infinite percentage of performance boost. Well, Jared Walton from Tom's Hardware had a perfect reply for this, and I couldn't agree more. I hope that Nvidia removes this embarrassment soon, because a giant company doing stuff like this isn't appealing to the sane mind. Now coming to our main story, we have some leaks on the upcoming Intel's Arc Alchemist graphics card that will feature 512 execution units. The leaked benchmarks were posted by APSAC on Twitter, and it seems like it has the capability to beat the RTX 3070 Ti. From the C Software website, it shows that the Intel 512 EU is around 8% faster than the RTX 3070 Ti in general purpose processing data. Moreover, the card does beats the latter in some other benchmarks such as half float, double float and the quad float tests. However, it loses in the single float test, but these numbers tell that theoretically the ARC GPU with 512 execution units should not be slower than the 3070 Ti. And maybe that's the reason Nvidia is preparing a refresh for the RTX 3070 Ti, as it knows that Intel is coming at them. Gladly, Intel is going to launch the desktop graphics cards in the first quarter, and this particular benchmark is definitely of a desktop GPU, as the benchmarked system used the Coffee Lake as processor, which is a desktop CPU. So hopefully the painful days will be over after Intel launches their desktop graphics cards, if not in the first quarter then at least at the end of this year. So what do you think about all of this? Comment down below and subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss any updates, and I will see you in the next video.